The New North has been a mentor in the Green Bay Packer Mentor Protege program for several years now. Here to tell you more about this amazing program, an impactful initiative, is Anna Steinfest.
Good afternoon, everyone. As a co-creator and administrator of the Green Bay Packers Mentor Protege program, I'm thrilled to share the incredible impact this initiative has had on our business community. Since its inception over 15 years ago, the program has driven over $105 million into our local economy. Just think about, this is a 9-digit uplift. This substantial financial boost has gone directly into the pockets of small business owners and families, showcasing the power of community support and hard work. We've seen the creation of over 422 jobs, each representing a new opportunity and a step towards a brighter future. With 140 proteges benefiting from the guidance and mentorship of experienced business leaders, the program has facilitated remarkable growth and success stories. These numbers are more than just statistics. They reflect the dreams realized, businesses grown, and our community strengthened. This program is a testament to what can be achieved when we invest in each other and work toward common goals. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing two of our current proteges who will share their stories and journey in the program. Their stories are living proof of the transformative power of mentorship and community support. Our first business is D&T Construction. His owner, Daniel Doyen, was recognized as one of Wisconsin's most influential Native American business owners. His construction company began as a single contractor specializing in exterior work. Over the years, he had expanded his expertise to design, develop, and build residential, commercial, and agricultural projects. Today, he's dedicated to continuous training and personal growth, offering apprenticeship to young men and women pursuing careers in the trades. Looking ahead, he aims to promote the trades to the next generation, and he's committed to fostering future economic development in our local communities. Please welcome Daniel Doyen.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming. So yeah, my name is Daniel Doyen. I started my construction company in 2013. During that time, I actually had seen the year prior when the Packer Protege Mentorship Program was created, and I was really fascinated by that. But starting my business in the beginning, I knew I needed more traction before I could apply for that. So fast forward to 13 years here, and here we are where I applied this year. And I was accepted into the program, so I'm very thankful for that. Right now, as I think I had the slides up there, but owner of D&T Construction, I'm a general contractor. I started off doing like roofing and siding, windows and doors. I've grown it into a company now to where we have our home location. We're in the process of building a 6,000 square foot facility for myself, along with 3 separate 1,200 square foot commercial lease units. And on that same property, we'll have 4 separate 4,000 square foot mini storage units. So a little bit of residual income after all this hard work over the last decade of building my business up. I'm Native American. I'm Oneida, from the Oneida Nation right here locally. And a lot of my workers and employees are Native American. And so in the trades, what I'm really trying to do is create a better environment for Native Americans and minorities to learn carpentry skills. It is very hard to find that type of environment. If we all know construction, and if you ever work construction with your mom or dad or uncle, there's usually a hammer thrown at you or something quick because they're impatient. So in construction, there's a lot of impatience. And we're just trying to change the narrative of that and trying to help these younger, next generation realize that it's okay to make mistakes, and that's how you learn and that's how you grow. So building confidence in our younger generation to come into the trades is very passionate of mine. I like to include my employees as well. So the slide up there is a picture of us attending one of the American Indian Chamber of Commerce events last year at Potawatomi Casino. I think it's important creating a good work environment as well for your employees. So including them in, they're the, what do I say, blue collar people we sometimes get forgot about. We're the ones in the field working all day long, and everybody, I like how Schreiber brought up his whole team, because it's about the people that actually makes the company work and grow. You know, it's not me, the CEO, the guy that created it. It's the people you surround yourself with. So I've taken a lot of pride in the group of people that I brought onto my team, and teaching them how to move forward in the trades. So this was one of those events where you bring everybody in. The next slide is probably talking about how my timeline elapsed, from the thought of the business to being hands-on in the business the last 10 years. I've also realized that I can't do everything. So having to step back a little bit and step out of the field and step into the office has been a very difficult challenge. And another reason why I signed up for the Packer Protege mentorship program, because they were able to link me up with a mentorship and a mentor to help me, guide me through in my business. And it's been helping tremendously so far. I'm so very grateful of that. I think being a Native American entrepreneur has a lot of challenges, but I like challenges, so I dive right in it. I'm the type of person that's about action instead of talk. So sometimes I go back to Vandehei when he said, you learn from your mistakes. That's me. I've learned from all my mistakes. I don't have nobody teaching me until most recently I finally have a mentor to be like, hey, don't do this, do this. So it's helped a lot. The biggest thing I would say to take away from who I am and what I do as a minority business owner is to more confidence in our younger generation. It is very difficult to find young men and women to have confidence in themselves to come work in the trades. And I could just imagine it's like that in all areas. But really trying to find more help in that area to promote the trades and carpentry positions for our people, because infrastructure is something that's never going to stop, and we always need it. And AI is not going to be able to build infrastructure. So these build infrastructure, hands and hard work. And so as much as I love AI as well, and I use it just as much, I do feel like the hands-on, it's such a good reward in the trades and building. And so with everything that I have, I appreciate being here today. And if I could bring any awareness, it would be to the trades. Reach out to them smaller businesses, to the bigger companies that are out there. It's okay to work with the smaller companies. They're there to help, and we're relevant too, and we can do good work too. So with all that being said, I appreciate being here, and thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Daniel. I know he has an awesome mission. I think he was nervous, but he's phenomenal business owner. He has a mission, and now we have another person with a mission, Stephanie Krupsak. She's the owner, founder, and CEO of Pure Van Living, a sustainability consulting and media company focusing on sustainable business development from planning to implementation, corporate training, workshops, and communications. Also the creator of Person and Planet magazine and podcast. The two platforms come together as a resource to expand reach to stakeholders on solutions for the planet and personal health. Please welcome Stephanie.
Thank you, Anna. Hello, everybody. So my name is Stephanie Krupsak, founder of Pure Van Living. So a little bit about the company. So it's a sustainability consulting and communications and media company. So basically, it would be helping a company that is getting started in their sustainability journey or already has an existing team, and then sharing their success story on the magazine and podcast. So starting with my story, my why am I doing this today? So when I initially registered my business, I set it up sustainably from day one. So wanting a mission to give back 2% is the business model. And then looking at how I could offset my carbon, tracking all of my emissions and things like that. But there really are two defining moments, one locally and one internationally, that really made me want to work in this space and then provide these services to companies in turn after building my business this way. So the first one is actually a local story. So I grew up about 25 minutes from Lambeau right here, and my parents took 20 acres of farmland and they submitted it to a reforestation program. So as a young child in the 90s, we spent one afternoon planting little sapling trees in these 20 acres. And it's amazing to see how it thrived and it grew into a large forest today. So growing up with that, watering the trees, taking care of them, being really conscious of the environment, that we were doing it in a very organic manner with no chemicals, having an organic garden. So that is one of the first defining moments why I'm in this space. The second one was a global experience. So in 2017, I was traveling internationally, solo travel, and I was in a small mountain town of Romania, and I took a cable car to a pretty remote location to do some hiking. And I get up to the top, and I'm hiking, looking around, seeing wildflowers growing. I look up to the sky, very beautiful, clear day. I look down and I see bits of bright plastic scattered across the ground. And I thought, wow, how did this get here? That, someone else hiking, people coming up there had brought up this trash and it had broken down. And I thought, this is really a problem that we have plastic showing up in this such remote, beautiful location, that what can we do about this? So that was really the second defining moment for me. That really thought about what can I do. So I started mulling with this idea and then launching my company in 2019. So then further creating a sustainability charter, I like to call it, where you might have goals, but I feel like a charter is something a little bit more concrete. So I set up the sustainability charter as my mission and platform of how I wanted to move forward operating as a business. So looking at the services a little bit more broadly, so consulting, strategy, communication, so looking at what is your company showcase to the outside world? Do you have anything on your website showcasing your community involvement, employee wellness, your commitment to the environment, things like that? So what does the world see that you're doing? So helping companies get that in order. And then social media, does your newsletter and all of your marketing on the different platforms that you're using, does that match? Is it the same communication across all areas? Certifications and reporting. So some of you are probably familiar with LEED certification for a green building. So another one is called True Zero Waste. So that would be if your facility can divert 90% or more waste from your facility. So that could mean that we're looking at what is the waste that you're currently sending to the landfill that you're paying to take away, where some of it could potentially be a raw material for another company that they actually pay you to take off of your hands, and that you're not sending it to the landfill, or looking at what could you buy less of that you're buying too much of in this current state. So that would be one. And then reporting and sharing your annual impact report publicly, so you're being very transparent about what your operations are and what you're doing. And then education and workshops. So one recent example is a company wanted to do a waste reduction initiative. So I went in and did a workshop, created an interactive activity to get employee engagement, and then giving that some time to sink in and doing a follow-up and looking at what were the results. So in turn, that they had the proper recycling facilities in their locations that had a 50% reduction in waste. So things like that, looking at what we do and then looking at the results afterwards. So, and why I'm here today is the Packers Mentor Protege program. So it's such an honor to be part of this program this year and to have Barb Lemieux as my mentor. So it's been a really great experience to really learn from her expertise and her work in developing northeastern Wisconsin and working with a lot of businesses, I'm sure a lot of you out there today, and realizing what the needs are of all of you as business owners, employees, and learning how I can better provide value to your needs and help you on your sustainability journey. So one of the biggest takeaways is, what is your value proposition? So a fun activity that they also do is a green and gold scrimmage, where you get to meet with all of the mentors and the other proteges and exchange ideas, talk about what are your business problems, and anyone can pitch in and provide value. And there's such a diverse group of individuals from different backgrounds, skill sets, and to really step aside and look at how somebody from a different perspective might view your business. So it's been really very helpful, really interesting to learn and grow as a business that way. So going back to the why, so I talked about my why I'm into this space. A why for you to potentially look at sustainability would be, what are consumers demanding right now? So a really interesting study that 92% of consumers trust eco-friendly products or services. So there are people out there that are specifically looking to partner with a company or purchase from a company that does have are showing their ESG strategy or ways that they are operating a little bit more sustainably. For example, I'm one of those people, I'm wearing a thrifted jacket today, vintage, so I like to try to do that as much as possible to be a little bit more conscious about what I'm consuming. I'm wearing a piece from Amazon. We're not all perfect, but just trying to do what we can when we can, and that is a good indicator that if you do operate this way, you do have consumers that are looking to seek you out and to collaborate with you. So another interesting why could potentially be employee retention and attraction. So it's roughly 50% of Gen Zers and millennials are really seeking out jobs that are looking at ESG strategy. What are they doing in sustainability? So that's a large market of individuals that they might pass up on applying for a position if they don't see that outwardly on your website, in your communications, that you are operating this way or taking steps to perform that way too. And that 75% of executives also acknowledge the value in that as well. So just a couple takeaways, and thank you for bearing with my voice today. So really just to set goals and have your strategy in place. Even if it doesn't have to be an elaborate goal, or I know earlier today was mentioned zero waste by 2030, that's only 5.5 years away, so it's not that far. So if you're a larger manufacturer, that might be a little bit hard to accomplish. If you're a smaller company, you very well could do that, offsetting your carbon. And then just start tracking everything from today if you haven't been yet. Even tracking your employee retention, your onboarding process, turnover, all of that. Employee engagement is just really great to have numbers to be able to refer back to and to have a baseline. And then to review your customer engagement and business performances. So looking at what was transpired since you set those sustainability goals. And lastly, I would like to share some digital copies of my magazine and newsletter if you're interested in staying up to date on industry news in sustainability and wellness. So thank you so much for your time today and learning a bit about Pure Vermont Living.
Thank you to Anna and all of the Packer mentor proteges who do what you do for our businesses and to help them. Also, I'd like to, if we could also get another round of applause for Daniel and Stephanie for both of their businesses. Thank you for coming up and presenting today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for your engagement. Notice we are on time and under budget, so please feel free to join us upstairs for reception for food, drinks, and conversation while joining interactive fun sponsored by the New Digital Alliance and the New Construction Alliance. We will also be entertained by Austin Skalecki, local singer-songwriter. We thank Microsoft for being our reception sponsor. Thank you all. Have a great afternoon. Remember to take cards home with you from your table, and somebody should take the centerpiece as well. Thank you all. Take care.